What is going on, Bobbylicious boys and girls? Welcome back to Bobbylicious Gaming. No, you are not going to share. Go away.
Make a leap of faith.
What is going on, Bobbylicious boys and girls? Welcome back to Bobbylicious Gaming. Welcome this week to something new. If you've watched my most recent video, I put forth not necessarily a challenge, but a recommendation to freeze your Go-Gurt and to freeze your Pop-Tarts. And then throughout the video, I started to kind of pull back on that, and I was like, no, maybe don't freeze this one. Maybe don't freeze that flavor. And then I said, you know what? What the heck? We gotta test this out. We've put forth a hypothesis. It's science. We need to test our theory. And so here we are today. I have amassed 16 flavors of Pop-Tarts, and I said one man cannot do this alone. And so I brought my sisters in, Danielle and Bethany. We are all here. We are going to try these Pop-Tarts. How excited are you, Bethany?
I'm just excited to eat some Pop-Tarts with some sugar.
All right, that's valid.
I just came for the Pop-Tarts.
Hot, cold, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
You're just here for Pop-Tarts, okay? Danielle, what is your favorite flavor of Pop-Tart per se? It's an interview type thing. I'm mixing it up. S'mores.
Absolutely s'mores. You can't go wrong with s'mores. I guess I can't answer that. You can ask me that question. I don't even know what you're saying.
What's your favorite flavor, Bethany?
Honestly, I actually don't know. I would honestly probably either say the hot fudge or the what is it, the chocolate fudge,
okay.
And then or the s'mores. I would be the same way.
Before we even get started on this, I think I've mentioned it. I am a frosted brown sugar cinnamon man myself, and then I don't know where it is.
Pretty plain.
The other one that I like is the.
It's down in the bottom.
Okay.
There it is. It's bottom middle.
Unfrosted strawberry. There it's plain. I'm boring, and that's the way it is. But we've got some crazy flavors here. I'm most interested in some of these new flavors that they've kind of done. Danielle, what are you most unsure about? What do you think is going to be the weirdest?
Question.
So the way we kind of determined this, just to kind of lay the stage, we have frozen some of them, and we are going to toast some of them, and we are going to try both. We are going to try each flavor, both hot and cold. We're going to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10 of how they taste. Do they actually taste like the thing that they're claiming to be, or do they actually, have some sort of semblance? Like, does the apple fritter taste like an apple fritter? And then we're going to rate them. How good was it cold? 1 out of 10. How good was it hot? 1 out of 10. And we'll compile the results, and we'll put it all together, and we'll give you the math, and we'll see which one ends up winning. So, without further ado, let's jump into some Pop-Tarts. Okay, so first up, we kind of figured out a system, how we're going, and somehow we ended up on Unfrosted Strawberry first. Do you want to explain your rationale?
Because I thought it was the most basic Pop-Tart, and I wanted to get it out of the way.
Plain. Bobby likes plain.
Yeah.
Are you excited for these?
You know what? I'm interested about the cold. I'm curious how they're going to be. I know how they are hot, and so...
Hot, cold.
Hot, cold, hot, cold. First hot.
Yeah,
Break
so
the
sick.
communion bread for me. Seriously.
Body of Christ.
Yeah.
All right.
That
Bon appetit.
cheer.
Oh, a little hot.
It's very hot. I
This
mean,
tastes like a healthy Nutri-Grain bar.
there's nothing healthy about this, I guarantee.
This tastes like when Dad used to make us Pop-Tarts every Sunday morning.
Love you, Dad.
Love you, Dad.
Hey, the Pop-Tarts.
I love them. I'm just curious, like, what is the
Oh my
consistency
goodness.
gonna be? Yeah, I mean, look
But
at
that's
it.
like hard jelly.
I
Yeah.
think it's gonna be gross.
I don't think this is good.
Why am I smelling it as if it's gonna have a different smell?
It's true.
Alright.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can tell you right now, dry.
That's a frozen Pop-Tart.
Dry.
Somehow, and maybe it's just because it was, I think the heat kind of almost...
It melted it.
I was gonna say, I don't want to use the word like activated, but it like activated the sugar in that one. This is not sweet. It just tastes like I'm eating like hardtack.
This is
I'm
like,
in the frozen.
if you're on a budget,
And
you
hard
can't, this is the off-brand Nutri-Grain bars, that's the high-quality Circle K.
So if we're rating them all, like if we're rating, since we
Taste.
prefer
Alright,
this one
let's
better,
just say taste. Like this as a strawberry pastry, overall taste, 1 out of 10.
I'd probably give this like A 4.
For both, just in general,
Yeah,
like the
in
flavor
general.
of this. A 4. Okay, what's your?
Probably a 5. It does what it says it's gonna do. If I'm gonna
Yeah.
buy a strawberry Pop-Tart, it tastes like a strawberry Pop-Tart.
Yeah.
I am biased. I love these. So, 7 for me. It's not.
It's not a wow factor.
It makes me feel like I'm eating something healthy
talking
when
like
I
we're like
know I'm
foodies.
not. Yeah, we are. Let's just say we prefer it hot over cold.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
think,
a
I think
better
is what
way. Yeah.
we'll do. It's that because the numbers that's stupid. We've already
Yeah.
given it.
Too
You don't
much
like it,
calculation.
but it's hot.
You don't like it. No.
But you'd rather eat it hot.
Yeah. On to the next.
All right. So from unfrosted strawberry, we've now moved to frosted strawberry. And Beth, first of all,
Someone took a nibble.
someone's already taken a bite. Zoom in editing Bobby here at the bottom. This is not. I opened the package and it was already like this. And then you made a comment when you opened the frozen ones. Say that again. If you
Well, I was gonna say if we were rating these Pop-Tarts as far as image goes, I would definitely give these a 0. Only because I mean, this wasn't even that long ago when I was a child, and we would have fully frosted Pop-Tarts. And if you want to eat some sugar, you know, go all out and have a full frosted Pop-Tart.
It's true. You want a nice slab of
Yeah.
frosting.
You know, compared to the unfrosted
This is
here.
the frosted?
So this is this is frosted. Yeah, there's frosting on it.
I meant
This is the hot.
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 Now I'm
Oh,
curious.
yeah.
This is very.
It's you know what that icing adds? That icing adds the crunch.
As an adult,
It does.
Yes.
having not eaten Pop-Tarts in a while and having not eaten frosted strawberry, I think I should have given them another chance because this is actually pretty good.
Better with the frosting.
Yeah.
Man,
Frozen.
You know what these
That
ones
makes
do?
a difference.
You even get a special little treat if you have a cavity. It'll hurt it. And it'll go right in it. Add some cold and some sugar.
Nice.
I can tell you. I have one of those.
Yeah.
That's how you can find out to go to the dentist. Better. I like these better.
Okay, overall taste. We'll start with you this time. Overall taste, 1 out of 10. For the frost, just both of these
In
together,
general?
frosted strawberry Pop-Tarts, number.
I'm gonna say a 6 out of 10. They were good. Like they were pretty good. I would say I prefer hot though.
Okay.
I would say 5, and I prefer hot.
Okay. I'm gonna say it's tied with unfrosted for me personally, just because I like the unfrosted ones.
Even with that extra crunch.
even with the extra crunch, even with the extra
Wow, still staying plain.
sweet. Yeah, you know, I can't do my boy
Can't go
dirty.
away.
I can't do my boy dirty. And I'm gonna say in this case, actually, I do also prefer the hot. Again, the jelly inside is kind of when the jelly gets hot. Like this was much
But
better
this
with
is
the
an
icing.
improvement
Yeah.
on the
Yes.
icing than the previous.
So I'm
yes.
curious because everything else is frosted. We don't have anything else that's unfrosted. We'll see where we go from there. So, all right, on to the next.
Yeah, it smells very
really
nice.
good.
It smells like a good candle.
It really does. This is so hot.
Yeah, we double cooked it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Careful.
Already don't like it. This
Curious to
tastes
hear your
like
thoughts.
this. Well, I'm gonna get mine. I just spit out Pop-Tart. Like there's no even blueberry flavor.
I was already really
I saw you
into it.
tried and you really did not do well. All right, so let's see frozen.
way better frozen.
I do like it frozen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's like a blueberry treat.
that is not.
So where with the
This
strawberry?
doesn't taste like
This is
bad.
like a blueberry muffin, you guys.
Yes. Way
yes.
better.
The heat from this, where it was activating, that's the word I'm using, where it was activating the strawberry flavor, did not serve it. I don't like that.
I actually prefer these over strawberry. I'm not gonna lie, but like,
Really?
let's go.
Well,
Let's
Well, we'll
rate.
do
Let's
let's do our
rate.
numbers. I'll go first this time. I'm gonna say taste-wise, I do prefer the strawberry. Interestingly, I like blueberries normally, but I'm gonna say 5 out of 10. This was still pretty good overall in flavor. So you
I would go down and say 3 out of 10.
really?
Wow.
Okay. So well, hey, everybody has their preferences. I like the
Well,
strawberry.
apparently.
I like the most, I like the wild berry Pop-Tart, so I'm not much up there.
We're getting
Okay,
there.
okay.
Yeah.
I would say an 8 out of 10. I would eat these and I would eat them cold.
Yeah.
Cold.
I would eat them.
I'm also in cold. I thought
Yeah.
we were gonna sweep it.
Dude, this
and just
literally
never
tastes like
do
a
cold.
blueberry muffin.
Yeah, it does. It tastes like a
I'm
very
down
good
for
muffin.
blueberry muff.
I think with the cold, it almost dumbs down the blueberry flavor, but it's still there.
I thought it enhanced it. You know what? We just have a whole array.
Hey, that's why there's 3 of us.
Yeah.
If it was just me, I would have been
Biased.
like, I would 100%
Bobby
been
looked
biased.
just like the one peach cobbler, but that's fine.
All right, on to the next. Yes. Let's try it.
So let's see. Here, I'll give you a
Break
piece
the bread.
Here you go. That was kind of a crappy piece. Sorry.
Oh, I got a lot of icing on there.
Okay, good. All right, so let's see.
Hate it.
Hate that.
Really?
Or Bobby.
I guess
Oh my goodness, what does that taste like?
Cherry.
Plastic.
Tastes like NyQuil.
Oh, that's why.
No.
Oh, I don't like
It's
it.
like childhood.
All right, I've got my decisions.
All right, you go first. Go flavor first, and then hot or cold.
Okay. Don't like the flavor. I'm tasting plastic. It's
Okay,
gross.
well,
Are you
would you
going
rate
0?
it?
Hold on. I'm gonna say about a 2 out of 10 because like a 0 out of 10 in my mind is like even if it was the apocalypse, it was the last thing. I was like, I'm gonna vomit. This is gross. So this is like a 2. This is palatable.
I would say the same.
2.
Yeah.
2 out of 10. All right. For flavor, I used to really like these, and again, I have.
Sorry.
I'm gonna go 3 out of 10,
Okay.
and I'm gonna say I prefer. No, I'm gonna go 4 out of 10, and I'm gonna say cold.
I would
Because
prefer cold.
I'm feeling that was giving me like, and this is kind of a weird thing to say about it, but it's giving me like almost like a cherry icy type feel. Like I
Yeah.
can taste the cherry
Yeah.
icy
Yeah.
in this. This was,
Poop.
I don't know. What
Garbage.
to you.
It was like you made like a cherry pie in a plastic container and you could taste the plastic.
This is like artificial cherry. It doesn't
Yes.
even
It
like
ha- it
if
has
you eat
that.
a cherry pie, like that
Yeah.
tastes actually decently good.
Yeah.
Like this tastes like artificial. I would prefer cold as well.
Okay.
On to the next!
So next up we have Frosted Wild Berry, and I brought the box over here for 2 reasons. One, editing Bobby, if you can zoom in on that or put in a picture of what they're supposed to look like.
It's like
It
a-
has a design.
Yeah,
and
it's like a zigzag.
I don't know if it's
If
just,
you don't get enticed by those colors,
they don't draw you in.
then something's wrong.
So, and then I think,
That's what their whole market is. The blue and the purple are so appealing to the eye.
so with that said, we can zoom in again.
Any of them. I
Any
just
of
want
them.
you to look
All
at
of them.
them.
They all look the same. At least there's consistency.
They're nasty. I tried to crack them the best way that I could, but they kind of crumbled.
Just because the shoddy design.
This
I just
icing-
want to make a comment that these were my favorite Pop-Tarts as a kid.
Well,
Because of the design and the color.
Well, hold your tongue.
No, wait, I just want to say one thing really quick. Hey, you made me lose my thought.
Sorry. You said it was your favorite flavor.
already
I
tried
know,
some.
but there was
Oh.
something
Wait, this
else.
is the cold one.
Whatever. It's gone.
Let me tell you something.
It
The
comes
icing is really good on these. They
Yeah,
do-
there's something
the
different.
No, that's what I was gonna say. Have you ever been able to taste the color purple and blue? That's what I think of this box. It tastes like purple and blue.
I agree with you.
Yes, thank you.
I take it back. Purple tastes like grape. This is not tasting
Yes.
like Okay, well, I lied.
And I'm
All right.
sorry I got so passionate.
You
this,
did.
This is my
Very-
fault.
We love the passion. We live
it
for
was
the
great.
passion and
I wish
traps.
I had shown such passion about unfrosted strawberry. But I now have tasted the color purple apparently, so I have
Yes,
to move
Purple
on.
and blue. Purple by itself
Purple and blue.
is great.
I did like the sugar. I'm gonna agree with you that the icing on this was actually
It was flavorful.
it was different. It was different than the others. It
Yeah.
had a flavor to it.
It did.
That's what
Um,
I'm saying. You taste the color.
But this is
beating a dead
and this
I'm
is a-
just saying.
and this is a big but. I don't know if it's the combo of the jellies inside that I actually didn't like it. And I'm actually gonna give this a 2 out of 10, and
Wow.
only for the icing, in my opinion. And that's a little bit because it shows so shoddy.
Yeah.
I do remember how they used to look. So
They
I,
did
like,
use
they got
fancy.
marked down even for that. So
How much is a box of Pop-Tarts? Like when you go to the store, how much is
They're
it?
like $2.
I don't believe that. Are they like $4 or something? I expect this for $2.
Yeah.
But if it's a zigzag, it's a pretty design.
Yeah.
So you're saying if they looked better, they could sell them for more?
Absolutely.
And
I agree.
But people are buying it based on what it shows on the front of the box, and that's what they're
if
expecting.
it was $4 because of the front of the box, and then you got this, I'm outraged. But if it's $2,
Yeah.
I'm like, I get it.
Yeah, that's true. Well, now let me ask you, did you, I don't know if you said, did you
I
like
didn't.
it hot or cold?
I didn't. I was cut off. I'm gonna go with hot on this one. Honestly, I think it was, maybe it's because it's kind of more strawberry-y flavor in there. And that took me back to the strawberry flavor.
It took me back to that time.
Yeah, and the icing was better hot. So
I'm gonna say hot. I'm gonna say
hot and flavor.
Rating.
Like a 3 out of 10. It just tasted like the other berry ones to me.
Why were you like defending this so strongly if you're gonna rate
I was so strong and I would give it the same rating and I'd say hot too. These used to be my favorite and I'm like, yeah, it's like a 2 or 3.
I'm gonna be real with it, but at the same, I just want to know pricing. You can cut that all out.
No, that's
I'm curious.
That's staying in.
Okay.
All right, on to the next. Your first thought.
Tastes exactly like the strawberry.
Really?
Yeah.
You couldn't taste the difference?
No.
Interesting.
You couldn't taste the difference. Sorry. But literally,
genuinely, you couldn't taste the difference between, and I'm not like
No.
saying that like, what are you, crazy?
No, like I think the combination of having the strawberry to the blueberry to the wild berry to this, I'm like, they all, like,
We should have had
now
some
my
sorbet. We should have
palate,
had some sort of palate cleanser here to,
Yeah.
to
but literally that just tastes like normal strawberry
eat
to
a
me.
piece of the shortbread to interesting. Well, what's your thought? Flavor and
Hot
and
and
hot,
cold.
and hot or cold?
I prefer it hot,
Hmm.
and I mean, I think I gave the strawberry like a 4 because honestly, I think this would be a 4 as well. Like, I wouldn't go crazy for this in the store, which is surprising because I love raspberry.
Yeah. I'm very interested to hear that. Now, I did notice that you went back for a second bite of the hot. What was that about?
She's just hungry.
I wanted to differentiate because I had this,
Yeah.
and then she said strawberry, and right after she said strawberry, I was like, I have to try it because I was comparing it to cherry, and I didn't even think of the strawberry. It does taste like strawberry. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah.
So
Try it again because
Well,
maybe
okay, maybe it's because I ate it cold.
it's
And
not
that's why you
bad,
don't
but
go back.
it literally
like think about it.
think about it. Like think about that experience. at the very beginning.
Take yourself back to a moment ago when you had that
Oh,
strawberry.
it tasted like a Nutri-Grain bar, or not Nutri-Grain.
No, I can taste the difference, and this is not me saying like
holier than thou.
like I'm not cooler.
I was like, I'm cooler.
No.
I can taste the difference.
But I like to cook, and I like
Yeah,
how
yeah,
flavors
yeah. Hey, if you've
combine
got
and
a
stuff
palate
like
for
that.
it,
That
yeah.
like it's similar, but it's definitely, I can taste the raspberry. Now this is where we're actually going to interestingly have our first split. I'm going to give this a 6 out of 10 on my flavor because I actually liked this one, and I'm going to go cold. I preferred it cold. I actually liked it cold.
I could see why you
I
like
said that
it
3
cold.
times.
I can see why you like it cold. I can.
Yeah.
But I think because I'm partial to the fact that it tastes like a strawberry Pop-Tart, I
Yeah.
prefer
And
it
you,
hot.
that makes sense.
I'm gonna say hot because I feel like I tasted the strawberry or raspberry flavor. This just tasted. I didn't like that. What are you laughing about?
I just forgot about you. And I thought we already.
Who are you?
We did.
I thought you already went, and I was ready to let's go.
It doesn't think it
Okay,
doesn't matter.
I didn't get my out of 10. I would say it's a 4 out of 10.
4 out of 10, you
Special.
said.
Yeah.
Hot.
So I'm
So
saying
4 out of
with me.
10, 4 out of 10.
Hot, hot.
6 out of 10.
Stop
Cold.
copying me, bug. I'm just
Moving
kidding.
on.
Well, let's look at this one because I think this one's a pretty good example.
Yeah. It's just
what
a
we're
big
looking at.
skid mark.
I mean, that is. It's supposed to be like covered in white icing. And Beth made a great point, which was
I said it looks like when you make a toaster strudel and you heat it up and you put the icing on it and it just like spreads and becomes very thin.
hashtag pastry wars, toaster
Yeah.
strudel versus Pop-Tarts. It's
Ooh,
like
that
green
smells like green apple. That smells
It
actually really good.
does.
I'm curious, is it going to be green apple or is it going to just taste
It
like
does smell like that.
an apple pie? And how is this going to differ from the apple
Holy
fritter?
moly. Okay.
That's good.
It kind of tastes like those lollipops, like the green apple lollipops,
Yeah, it's
but
good.
also kind of like apple pie-y.
Danielle, you were jumping at the gate to say something.
I was. So, I love how our Pop-Tarts look destroyed afterwards.
We're freaking cookie monstering it.
Yeah,
okay. Hot, no doubt. I
Okay.
would say what could have benefited them was putting more frosting because the apple is sour. It tastes
Yes.
like a
Yeah,
green
there
apple.
was a
So it could have contrasted that or balanced that out. Overall, though, hot. I'll just give my rating right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say a 7 out of 10. It was really
Wow,
good.
really?
Yeah,
Okay.
that was pretty good.
I would probably say 6 out of 10. I'm not too far behind that. I will say hot is way better, and I agree with you with the sweet and sweet and sour contrast.
Yeah.
I think the flavor was much more enhanced in the cold. I think you could taste the apple much more.
Yeah.
Was it crisp? No, I don't think it was necessarily crisp.
I thought it was.
You guys thought it was crisp. I didn't.
Definitely, it lived up to the name of like green apple, or like what it shows on the box being a green apple.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it was a red apple, like an apple pie.
Sure. Yeah. No, it definitely wasn't like that sort of apple flavor. It tasted like a green apple candy or something like that, like you said. I think if they had mixed this apple with some of like the brown sugar cinnamon flavor, that I would have made like an apple pie. Or
go
something.
work at Kellogg's, dude. Make a killing.
Well, I'm
And
curious.
make sure you give them feedback about the icing.
I'm sure they've heard of it.
I'm curious how the apple fritter is going to compare, I guess is what I'm saying, compared to this. So I'm going to say 4 out of 10.
Oh, wow, you're even lower than
4,
we
6,
are.
7. Okay.
And I'm going to say, I agree with you guys in terms of hot. I agree with you about it's more appley, but I don't know that was to its benefit.
Yeah, I agree.
I think it was better.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, we're going to next!
Pop-tart.
This was a brand new flavor.
I don't really think so. I think they just rebranded brown sugar.
No, I think it's very bland. In fact, it tastes like the brown sugar slightly with a kiss of apple.
So they touched an apple to a brown sugar cinnamon Pop-Tart.
But like bad, like artificial, like not like that whiff honestly starts to smell like kind of like dog food. Like if you smell it, it does.
Let me smell.
Like dude, smell that.
Like little dog food.
Yeah, like the beginning part of it.
That tastes like a whole wheat Pop-Tart.
Yeah, it tastes healthy.
What do you think? I mean, you've kind of been agreeing with her, I feel.
Okay, so 1 out of 10. And I would say hot, but no, I'm gonna say cold. I would prefer cold.
Yeah.
That smells like a dog food. 1 out of 10.
I would honestly go that low too. 1 out of 10, and I would say the cold.
So I know I said I think that it should be apple with some brown sugar cinnamon, and that seems to be what they tried to do here. I agree that I don't think it was actually very successful. It bland was the immediate thing I was thinking as I was eating this. Was like, this just tastes like I'm eating just like a biscuit. I'm gonna go 2 out of 10. No, I'm also gonna go 1 out of 10, but I am gonna say I preferred it hot because that was where I tasted it. Actually, it tasted like something.
I was gonna say that too. You could taste the
This tasted like a
flavor of
biscuit.
it.
This tasted like just a dry biscuit with no flavor. So.
Whose chair is squeaking?
It's me!
I'm
fat! I'm eating a bunch of Pop-Tarts! I'm sorry! You're alarmed! Next up we have Peach Cobbler, which was one that we were kind of hemming and hawing on, and I kind of pushed for it because, quite honestly, we have a history with Peach Cobbler.
We do.
We do.
You know,
Roll back the clip.
Oh my gosh, guys, before we even start this game, we're gonna make a peach cobbler after this, and I'm so excited for that. Are you excited for peach cobbler?
Not as excited as you are, apparently.
There it is. So there's our history with peach cobbler, and I was like, let's bring that in. They've made this flavor for us. Why not give it a try?
Image, not that we're rating it, not as bad.
It's really good.
It's very Halloween.
Let me give you this flappy bit of peach cobbler.
Yeah, I need like a little bit.
Oh wow, that smells like peach.
You know what to do.
Those are my new plates. This was too sweet. This was like eating those preserved peaches right out of the jar and that syrup.
Yeah.
It definitely tastes like peach. Like
Definitely has a great smell.
Very, very great smell. So if you want to make your
peach has very farty type smell. It really does. Like if you buy those peach O-rings and you open the bag, you gotta let it air out.
I agree. I agree with you. These were extremely sweet.
Yeah.
Very
and it was just very peach.
Even for me.
Like they're calling it peach cobbler. Like they're calling it peach cobbler, but like I don't know, like with a peach cobbler, I guess the bread part of the Pop-Tart is what's kind of balancing out the peach flavor, but it was just so strong.
Yeah.
And very, very sweet.
Would you?
I'm gonna go hot. because I think that it deserves.
I think we all agree.
I was saying
I think it deserves
hot for sure.
Yeah.
I couldn't even taste it there, but that's also probably because of this.
It got activated.
It got activated for sure.
The peach got activated. I'm gonna say 1 out of 10. I did not like. There's a reason so far the new flavors are something that we're not rating. So you guys like the apple one, I guess, but there's the staples. The staples are tried and true.
Yeah.
We know what people like.
I was actually gonna say about a 5 out of 10. I actually enjoyed the flavor. Extremely sweet, but
Sometimes you need
flavor,
that. Sometimes you need that. You need.
I wouldn't
a
be able
boost.
to eat 2 Pop-Tarts. Disgusting.
No. Yes,
in fact,
sure.
I probably could only be able to eat half of this. It had a really nice flavor, I think. I could taste, it was peach, it was, yeah, that was pretty good.
You know, I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna give it a 1, and then after hearing your comments, you inspired me. I want to say like a 3 because I agree with you that the flavor, they stayed true to their flavor.
Yeah, they
and
did.
that,
Yeah.
kudos to you, Pop-Tart.
And I'd say hot.
Way to
by the
stick
way.
with that peach. Yeah, we all said hot.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely hot.
You know, I was gonna be peer pressured into maybe changing my score, but no, I'm still sticking with 1 out of 10.
Good job.
I stand true.
Yeah.
On to the next!
What's your initial thoughts here about Froot Loops? How it's gonna go?
I cannot get over how amazing these smell. Like, I'm smelling it. I love the smell
Crack
of
it
Froot
open.
Loops. It just literally smells like Froot Loops. Like, it lives up to this smell.
Pink on the inside.
Ooh!
Bubblegum pink.
Guys, I think I'm gonna
Interesting.
eat all of these.
Don't.
Wow, it does smell like
Wait.
Froot Loops, though.
It smells like lemon.
Yeah,
Yeah, Yeah, Froot Loops smell like lemon. Did you notice?
Okay.
Just like Froot Loops.
That tastes exactly like even the
A
almost kind of
Fruit
the
Looty
consistency.
flavor. Yeah.
That Fruity Looty, Rudy Tooty flavor.
Wow, that's crazy
I
to
don't know
me.
why it broke off. Like your thoughts, and
Obviously.
then numbers.
The smell, out of this world. I would personally say cold because it tastes like cereal with Froot Loops, and I would rate 9 out of 10.
Wow.
But you know what? I would not eat this as my choice of Pop-Tart. I'm talking based on the flavor, that it lives up to its name, and like that, like...
You're giving it a 9 out of 10 because this tastes like Froot Loops.
Yeah, like I'm so amazed by it. That's why it has such a high rating. But like, I couldn't eat this as a pop. Like
You wouldn't eat it again, type thing, or?
No, like it was like too much. I like felt like, I don't know.
I think it was the same as the peach. I wouldn't eat a whole peach one, but it definitely was true to its flavor and it tasted good. I would say hot. You can smell it.
God, really?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the smell in hot is amazing.
The taste was better, I think, in hot. And then I would say 6 out of 10. It's good. It tastes like what it is, but I don't know. I don't know if I'd be like, oh guys, there's a Fruit Loop flavor. Let's get that.
Yeah.
That was all I wanted.
That was definitely my initial reaction of I want to try this because I think it's gonna not be.
What did
very
I give
good.
it out of 10?
You said 6.
Okay, good.
I'm gonna go on a little bit of a tirade. I'm sorry, but years ago, Burger King I think made a Lucky Charms
They did.
milkshake,
Yes.
and I think a Froot Loops milkshake, and I got one of the two. I think it was the Froot Loops one.
You got one?
I wanted to try it.
I remember him getting
It was scientific, just
was
like
not
this
there
what we're
for it.
doing right
I
now.
can vouch for that.
And it had bits of Froot Loop in it. It was soggy, and it was just gross. It did not taste good. It tasted like Froot Loops, just like this. But that sogginess, and when I'm thinking Froot Loops, I'm thinking of cereal. I'm thinking of Crunch. I hate soggy cereal. So just for that, with this being like a jelly on the inside that's made of like Froot Loop flavor, 4 out of 10 for me. But cold. If I was to go based on what you're saying, 10 out of 10. That exactly tastes like Froot Loops.
So maybe
but
I
for
would.
my personal taste of liking it, 4 out of 10.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and I probably should have gotten back
But you
on that too.
do, but you
because
do like.
But
I was gonna
but
say,
you like Froot Loops.
but if I were to rate it in a realistic sense, I would have done an 8. I did a 9 because I was like, that
This is your jam, dude.
dude.
Jam. This is her jam.
All right, on to the next. Next up on our avenue of just absolutely terrible flavors, we have Eggo waffles, and I just want to point out real quick the smell right now. The Froot Loops one smelled like Froot Loops,
but it didn't scent up the
whole room smells like Eggo waffles right now, and that not in a good way.
Yeah,
not in a
it's
good
very
way.
syrupy smelling.
Danielle, let's talk about these visually. What are your thoughts of?
Come on, guys. What are your thoughts as the viewers? Put a comment down below. No, they look like Bobby said, mustard. They could have picked a better color. Get it a little creamier looking.
I know
what
Eggos
are
are yellow, but put like a syrupy.
They're trying to put their brand on there.
To their credit, lots of frosting and nice
A nice zigzag.
a nice zigzag compared to
Wild Berry, take some notes. Let me tell you guys. I don't know if you guys are gonna agree with this, but first of all, it doesn't taste like waffles to me.
No.
At all.
Really
I agree.
Yeah.
interesting.
Super, super mega sweet.
Yeah.
Tastes a little bit like Aunt Jemima syrup.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
But no. If they're trying to go for Eggo waffles, they could have done way better. I don't think this
It's
tastes
their
like
own product. I think that's the funniest thing about this is
Oh, that's
Kellogg's
right.
makes waffles.
Yeah.
Eggo waffles.
You guys did not execute this right. This is not good. Oh my goodness. A 1. I'm giving this one a 1. Disgusting. Disgusting. Disgusting.
Like I said, I agree with everything she just said, except for the fact that
Sorry, did you say? I keep cutting you off. Did you say hot or cold?
I'm gonna say probably hot
Okay.
because of the waffles.
I would agree with that as well. I prefer hot. The only thing I would say was I could kind of taste the waffly taste. Then it started to taste like gross towards the end.
Like a fart.
It went
it
from
was like artificial like cardboard if cardboard ever had a flavor. Like I don't know how else to describe it, but it was like bad in the end.
Yeah.
I would probably rate it honestly a 2.
I agree that the hot had more of the flavor, so I'm going to choose that over the cold. What you were starting to say, I think I'm agreeing with you as to what you were saying, and it wasn't until you said something that it kind of changed in my mouth. I was tasting unsyruped Eggo waffles, like a plain Eggo waffle at first when I was eating it. That's all I was tasting.
And I can taste the aftertaste of that a little bit.
And then you said it tastes like pure Aunt Jemima syrup, and like immediately my mom, I was like, that's it. It's the syrup flavor that I'm now getting. No. I'm just saying, like, it's
Don't go first next time.
But my taste buds were picking out those flavors as it was going on. And
Yeah, you were like, I can taste this, I can taste this.
I will admit, you guys say you don't think it tasted anything like an Eggo waffle. I actually do think it tastes like an Eggo waffle with maple syrup on it, and I was able to pick out both of those flavors on it.
I could taste the maple syrup. I couldn't taste the waffle.
In different places, the aftertaste very bad. Don't like. I'm also on hot, and I am actually at a 4 out of 10. I think these are okay, but very sweet.
Can I talk you down to a 3?
I think they're okay, and I could taste what it was actually trying to be. Less so than the Froot Loops, but it's there. It's there.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
Now we're going
to the next.
It's got Boston
That
cream.
smells. Ew, that looks unsettling.
That looks like.
Yeah, it's pretty.
That looks like.
Ew, it looks like it's supposed to be like lemon filled, but it's it's supposed to be
mucus.
custard.
Yeah.
But it smelled good. Oh,
Does-
touch my
It
nose.
does smell a lot like it. I will agree.
Now, for the record, I don't know what a Boston cream donut's supposed to taste like, because I never had one.
You've never had one?
No, I think they weird me out.
Because they've got lemon curd in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go frozen.
So I'm gonna have to go based on what you guys think. If that.
Well, I mean,
No.
with your first experience of it being a
Pop-Tart.
Oh my gosh, I want to throw up. That tastes so bad. I didn't eat the cold one yet. Oh.
that was such an extreme, like you were like, oh, I've just never had a Boston cream. I'm gonna puke everywhere.
Literally. Ugh. That makes me want. I don't know why.
Well, you don't have to continue.
Go on. I'm committed.
So sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Start with you, Raul, then Beth.
Okay,
Me.
yeah, I'll move on. Because Boston cream was one of my favorite donuts. Ironically, this and apple fritters are 2 of my favorite donuts, and I'm really upset about the apple fritter. With this one got activated 100%. For me, a Boston cream donut is the cream inside, the custard inside is slightly sweet. Like you can taste the chocolate and you can taste the custard in it, and it's slightly sweet, and it's a nice balance in that regard. This is, whoever said it was extremely sweet, I agree. This was extremely sweet for the custard in the middle, and that does not match up. In my experience with a Boston cream donut, I am 100% cold, because like who wants a hot donut? I'm gonna say 3 out of 10. Yeah.
I would 100% say cold because
it was much more
that
subtle.
was much more subtle.
Yeah.
This, even the look of it, guys, this looks like petroleum jelly.
Yes, it does. It looks like Vaseline.
Yeah, it's gross looking. And it just, I think the hotness, where like, it was like that flavor that you know it's supposed to be something cold, and you're like, this is hot. Why is this hot?
Yeah.
Okay, it's making me want to throw up.
I agree.
But yeah, honestly, I mean, if we're going based off like the flavor, maybe I just don't like Boston cream. I would say a 1, but honestly, I kind of want to go to a 0 because it almost made me puke.
that was the most visceral reaction. I think something you said earlier on, like, would I eat this again in the zombie apocalypse? And would you eat that again?
No, I'd let them eat me. Go for it.
I would say hot, personally.
Really?
I think it tasted exactly like a Boston cream, but like the chef was bumping some sugar and I was like, oh no, what do I do with that? I'd say a 3 out of 10. It wasn't great. It was extremely sweet, but I don't know. It wasn't it wasn't the worst thing I put in my mouth.
3 out of 10. 3 out of 10.
Yeah. Oh, you put 3 out of 10.
Is that what I said? Did I say 3?
I thought you said 3.
You get half a dozen Boston cream donuts for $2.50, I bet.
Yeah.
The same price that I paid
true.
for these
For
Pop-Tarts.
the box. Next!
Moving.
Brown sugar cinnamon is the flavor.
The best.
These are my number ones, I would say.
Pray for our stomachs.
Yeah. I'm feeling it.
We're running low on steam. No, I've never had these.
Wait a minute. Do you taste what I taste?
Bugs.
Bugs. Reminds me of a sushi restaurant, and I don't know why. Sushi restaurant.
I think my palate's ruined.
Thanks, Pop-Tart. You ruined my palate.
This tastes like a revolving sushi.
It doesn't taste good. Oh my god. No. It might
I've been ruined by Boston cream.
Bugs. Wait a minute, I'm so confused. Where am I? Oh, give me the phone. What's wrong with you, Bug? I'm gonna pee.
No! No, I have to spit it out!
I'm blacking out. I can't breathe. Oh my gosh.
Something's wrong with those pop-tarts.
There's something wrong.
There's something wrong. Oh, there's something.
You're trying to cold.
It's not working.
Ow! Hitting you up inside.
Yeah. Not good.
No.
Can I recommend something to the viewers? Don't taste has 15 bucks.
No. Don't eat Boston cream.
We were so pumped. We were so ready.
We were so ready.
I love brown sugar cinnamon. Whatever is going on with these Pop-Tarts, whether it's bugs, there is something.
The smell is
There's
there.
something not right. I haven't had, admittedly, I mean, when was the last time you guys had one of these?
Oh my goodness.
Years ago.
It's been
when I
years.
was like 10 years
So
old.
maybe something
Try it for me. I don't
has
want
changed.
No, Bug. This tasted like a sushi restaurant to me.
These are bad.
These are bad.
And I love these. And
Not
that one-
anymore. Not
Not
anymore.
anymore, apparently. These are, I agree with like almost kind of dirty. There's like a,
Yes, they taste like a dirty.
I can't.
it's
a
not
dirty
sweet,
sock
it's
smells.
not brown sugar
Or
cinnamon.
a dirty rag or something. I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know.
0 out of 10. I'm so,
0 out of
I need
10.
you to stick
so,
your tongue on the cinnamon portion and tell me if it's just that.
Oh, Bobby.
Is it the cinnamon portion or is it just the bread?
well, how am I supposed to fit my tongue in there?
Oh, shit.
I would say 0 out of 10, and I would say.
Oh, it's 100% like what's inside. It smells like fish oil.
Oh, then
I think we got a bad batch of pop. We either got a bad batch.
I
or
mean, the
they've
fact that
changed
the
something.
cold ones also tasted the same.
Yeah.
I thought maybe it
Can
was
I?
just
Can we?
this
Can we
package.
say neither? I would prefer. I wouldn't want either.
I'm not gonna lie.
It's the lesser of two evils. I don't know.
Here's the problem. Normally, I would rate cinnamon so high, and like now I'm like, was it the batch, or did they
I think
genuinely
it-
change the recipe?
I don't know.
Tune in for
Pop-Tart.
episode 2.
I'm not doing
Just
this again.
sugar. Yeah. So
I'm
all of
moving
us
on.
0 across the board.
0 out of 10, either hot or cold. Next up, chocolate fudge. Hopefully it doesn't taste like a fish factory.
We're not even beating around the bush anymore.
There you go. Very hot. Very, very.
I do like that.
These smell like chocolate. I've always liked that about them.
Oh yeah.
Now this proves that there was something wrong with the brown sugar because we're
Yes.
tasting this and this is good.
This is good.
Well, I will say, definitely hot for sure. And I would say, honestly, 10 out of 10. Like I
Yeah.
probably say that. Like there's no beating around the bush for that.
I second that whole thing. It's like it tastes exactly.
It
what
tastes
says.
exactly like
It tastes like what childhood tastes like
Yes.
too. Like childhood was like, I don't know. It's just, like no.
It tastes
difference
like
in the
kind of like hot
recipe.
chocolate a little bit.
Yeah.
I wanted to give brown sugar cinnamon a 10.
So disappointing. Yeah, you got
And I
fish
can't.
Pop-Tarts.
I'm gonna give this an 8 because I'm not as much of a
Yeah.
chocolate fan normally as it is.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna do something that we also haven't done. Last one was a neither for hot or cold. This one, I'm gonna say both. I could eat this either way. I'm gonna be indecisive. This tasted almost like hot fudge, on like a
Yeah.
hot fudge sundae.
Yeah.
This tastes like a chocolate bar or like chocolate milk. So I can see
Yeah.
it cold. This is a versatile Pop-Tart and it tastes like chocolate fudge and it tastes like what it advertises. This is good. You know what? Screw it. 10 out of 10 because brown sugar cinnamon put me down. This is a perfect
Yeah.
Pop-Tart
Yeah.
unless s'mores
Either way. I would
and
agree either way too.
chocolate fudge sundae, which I'm sure is probably gonna taste similar to this.
This is good.
Unless those blow it out of the water, this is so far a perfect one.
Yeah.
And I think it could be both hot or cold. I would enjoy it.
Woo! Good job,
You did one thing right.
Good job. Next.
Your favorite.
My favorite.
You've already kind of started.
I'll let you go.
No. You start first.
Okay. Hot. In my opinion, 10 out of 10. I think it tastes like a s'more. It's still my favorite. So 10 out of 10.
You know, I will say that I agree that hot is better. And I know I'm mixing here because we're not doing it based on normal taste, but I think the normal taste is also really good. I actually didn't mind cold either. Like, I think anyway, this is actually good. I would prefer hot, but I don't think it's bad cold. But also, I would probably do a 9 out of 10.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna go 6 out of 10. For me personally. In terms of number, like it tastes good. Interestingly, this could be.
I think it's just hurt. This brown sugar didn't do very well.
You had to rate mine.
Just to cut one good one down.
I don't know if it's all one color or like I don't know if it's all one flavor.
He's colorblind now.
Yeah, you know, I was curious about that too.
Like is the
Try
white marshmallow and is the brown
Let them take
chocolate.
you on a journey.
So that tastes like just like the chocolate fudge, and then the white tastes like marshmallow.
yeah.
Yeah, so
It is.
that's interesting. I'm gonna go up to a 7 out of 10. I'll give it that because I think
It
that the fact that
The
they,
marshmallow is just like that marshmallow fluff.
yeah,
Basically.
it's sweet. I think is the other thing that's getting me and knocking it down for me, but still very good. And I'm gonna say hot because you're supposed to eat a s'more hot. That's supposed to come off the campfire. You don't refrigerate a s'more.
Yeah.
But it was good. It was good cold.
Yeah, it was
but
not bad.
But I prefer it.
Yeah, same.
Cool.
All right,
Last one. Final flavor. We've gone through 16. Final flavor.
Yeah.
Chocolate fudge sundae, hot fudge sundae.
Hot fudge sundae. The other one was chocolate fudge.
Yeah, this is hot
Don't
fudge
get 'em
sundae.
confused.
Really bad on the swirl.
This one's not
It
as
was
bad.
supposed
So the swirl was
Yeah, it was
supposed to be a zigzag,
down
like
the
the
top.
wild berry.
That was not supposed to be so milky.
When you said, I don't think that was supposed to be so milky, it was exactly what I was thinking, especially when I bit into the cold. So I'm gonna say right up front, I prefer this cold. What this did well that I was thinking had to happen to differentiate it from the chocolate fudge was I can taste the vanilla. I can taste that middle bit does taste like vanilla. So there is the ice cream and there is a bit of the chocolatiness from the pastry piece. 6 out of 10. This is pretty sweet too, as I'm realizing. So, and you said it had the most sugar in them out of all of them. So 6 out of 10 for this one for me.
Beth, you go.
Obviously not the milk in a bar for me. Literally bit into that and was like, ooh, like gross, didn't like it. I would prefer cold as well. I think obviously, like Bobby said, like it's an ice cream product. Like, so when you taste the vanilla, like it tastes better in that. I would probably honestly rate this one, honestly, like a 4. You know what? I'm gonna stick with a 4.
4, okay. Interesting.
Yeah, give it an extra.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say cold as well. I actually think they kind of go pretty true at the ice cream. I thought of like an ice cream cake when I tried this.
Oh, true, yeah.
And I thought of the icing on the ice cream cake that I don't like. So I would say probably a 3 out of 10. Not a fan of it. But it does taste like it.
Yeah.
I guess. But I don't enjoy that flavor. Like the peach, it tasted like it, and I enjoyed that peach flavor. This tastes like an ice cream sundae. I'm not a fan of ice cream in general, so
Yeah. So
That's a pretty good.
it's a pretty good split.
it's a
Yeah.
good split. It was
Yeah.
more than I was expecting. I did not expect as many of those flavors to be good cold as they were, and I thought
Yeah.
it was going to be a bust and be mostly hot, honestly.
Yeah.
But there was a good number of them that actually
We prefer cold.
tasted cold. So
Yeah.
there you go. Do what you want is what I'm going to say. The box gives you all these options.
We live in America.
Just take our
Freedom.
recommendations. You know, don't get Boston cream.
Don't get Boston
Don't
cream, but if
do
you do,
it.
have it hot. You know what? I don't know actually. Don't have it at all.
Don't have it.
I would recommend don't eat 15 Pop-Tarts. Don't even eat pieces off of 15 Pop-Tarts. You're gonna be left sick. You're gonna be left tired and a little cranky. I'm not gonna lie. Or you'll be completely slap happy. But I would say I think I was expecting hot to be the big winner, and that ended up what it was. So yeah.
There you go. What about you?
I was open to any debates. I was ready to try some cold Pop-Tarts, and I mean, she kind of stole part of my mind. So I'm trying to really pull this thought out of thin air right now. I got to feel the experience of almost throwing up a Pop-Tart. That was a first. And you know what? Yeah, it really solidifies that Pop-Tarts stick to 3 flavors. Don't expand. Don't do it.
We did this in the name of science. We did
Yes.
it to test, to see what the truth is. And I think I hate science now. I think I'm done. I think I'm done with science. I think I'm done with telling people what to try and then trying to experiment with it. But no, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you guys for joining. Thank both of you for joining. I'm sorry I put you through this.
It was fun.
together.
We did it together as siblings.
We
as
wouldn't
we
want
do.
you to do this by yourself.
No.
I would literally.
I would
15
watch.
Pop-Tarts
I
by
would watch
yourself.
it and feel bad and be
I
like,
would too.
that boy had to suffer on his own.
You would have called.
I'd unsubscribe and then I would subscribe again so you could feel the joy of getting another subscriber.
You would have called me
Wow.
after I did it, and I would not have picked up the phone. And
No.
would have been like, "What happened?"
Would've been like,
it was bugs.
Yeah.
It was bugs. Goodbye.
So thank you guys for checking in. As always, I hope you enjoyed coming back next time for whatever. And I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day.
Bye.